Delegates at this year's Mobile World Congress in Barcelona might be forgiven for thinking they had accidentally stumbled upon Detroit or Geneva, hosts to some of the world's largest motor shows. The biggest names in autos, such as Ford and Nissan, had stands showcasing their latest models, alongside the usual makers of smartphones and tablets.
Virtually every car that rolls off the production line these days has some kind of connectivity, like this GM Cadillac, which acts as a huge Wi-Fi hotspot. The roof is an antenna that can deliver high-speed internet even when I'm traveling at 100 miles per hour. That means I can connect my smartphone, my tablet, as can anyone else in the car, no matter where we are.
Global car makers are racing each other to kit out their vehicles with the latest technology. But the mobile phone industry also sees cars, or rather connected cars, as a huge business opportunity. All that data, from music and videos to maps and directions, needs to be transmitted to and from the vehicles. And that is where the wireless carriers like AT&T and China Mobile come in. With the smartphone and tablet market nearing saturation point in most developed countries, connected cars offer a new and lucrative source of revenue. Glenn Lurie, the chief executive of AT&T Mobility, said he is extremely excited about the potential of the new category.
Well, the connected car for AT&T is a huge opportunity. We announced in third quarter that we're going to be 50% of all connected cars in the U.S. in this year. So we view this as huge because it's the next great device in people's lives. I mean, the car is really going to be an LTE vehicle, and when it's an LTE vehicle, it really becomes a smartphone with four wheels.
In its most recent quarter, AT&T lost 115,000 mobile phone customers, but it added about 800,000 connected cars to the network, bringing the total number of vehicles it now connects to 2.8 million. The company, along with its rivals, hopes that providing a new service will make customers stickier or less likely to switch networks. AT&T is the current leader in the connected car arena, having inked deals with some of the biggest names in the business, including Audi, Nissan, and General Motors.
The reason we're connecting our vehicles is because customers expect to have connected lives. They have connectivity throughout their lives, and they want to bring that connectivity into the vehicle. So we launched 4G last year in the U.S. on 31 of our models. And we're not only looking at providing connectivity with faster service, more reliable service, but we're also looking at providing additional capability that will enhance our customers' lives and that will enable them to do even more things while they're in the vehicle.
GM has also partnered with China Mobile to offer customers connected cars in the world's largest economy. The company says Chinese consumers are more demanding than elsewhere in the world and use their connectivity services 3 to 4 times more than people in the US. However, there are lots of dilemmas. Firstly, there are big concerns about the huge amounts of personal data your car can collect, from where you were to who you were with.
Privacy and security are certainly ongoing concerns in the whole world of the Internet of Things. I think the connected car environment probably brings that into focus. There are a lot of interesting use cases involving the repurposing of data. Are consumers comfortable with that? I think the jury's still out.
Many companies hope to be able to use this personal information to send customers targeted advertising. Many consumers have become used to this sort of advert on their smartphone or their laptop, but how will they react when it ends up in their car?
Then there is the biggest fear of all. What happens when a hacker or a terrorist manages to compromise a car with potentially devastating consequences? Privately, companies acknowledge there is no absolute guarantee when it comes to security. But the real question is who picks up the pieces if it all goes wrong. David Crow, Financial Times, Barcelona.